now that I am live on 2 platforms, I can get busy. I'm sorry this is so last minute. I wasn't prepared for my computer to reject everything. So thank you for your patience, and I'm gonna get busy. So just to talk, what's up, Karen? Nice to see you. Okay, woo! Let's do this. I'm not outside, but guess what? I'm exactly where I always am, which is comfortable, and it works, right? There's not a whole lot of distractions. I did the video outside. I have the train horns. I had people walking by. I had my hummingbird sissy flying around my head and tweaking. So what am I doing this video for? Well, to let you guys know that the new moon in Capricorn solar eclipse is happening tomorrow at 5:30. Will be the max. Okay, 5:05 in the house. Woohoo! Hi, Donovan. All right, and so nice to have you guys. Stick around. What's up, Phil? Hope you guys are feeling the energy shifts, and you should, because it's a big one. All right, so we have Capricorn partial solar eclipse happening tomorrow. It starts around 3:30. You can look up. I can't guarantee you're going to really see anything. However, it will be the maximum as the sun and the moon conjunct at 5:30 p.m. So this conjunction will be at 15 degrees. What does this mean? Well, every sign has 30 degrees of separation between the signs, right? So 15 is smack dab in the middle. This is the second deacon, and it is the deacon of Venus, and it is in Lyra. Okay, Lyra has always drawn my attraction over the years. It's one of the brightest stars in the sky. This constellation is an energy that is based on purity and the heart and fairness and helping people like evolve. And the people that have energy that are born here from Lyra are like the light bringers, the light workers and stuff like that. They are the empathy, they are the healers and whatnot. So this energy is definitely conducive to that kind of portal or shift that's happening. Okay, so eclipses always eclipse things, which means they change things. So this deacon is associated with Venus. Venus is love and money. So we are going to see a huge shift within the next 6 months of love and money. Okay, karmic cycles are coming to an end, coming to a close. Okay, so this can be karmic partnerships and relationships with not only people that we're married to or that are our friends, but this could be business partnerships. This can be your job, right? You can have a karmic relationship with a boss, and you will find yourself being eliminated or let go from the company if your karmic ties are no longer needed because you satisfied your karmic debt, right, in this life. At the time that you lose your job or your wife leaves you or a friend, leaves your life, there's a painful ending, because endings are painful, but during these endings, we have to look forward to the new beginning that is in front of us, because I guarantee you that it's going to be a lot better than what you had before. I know sometimes it's really hard to see, the silver lining and all, but especially if you're making a lot of money, right? Like, we all love money. That's a great reinforcement, but it's not hail all. Like, money does not bring happiness. Okay. So these endings are opening up a new beginning with soul family, fated relationships, and partnerships. These are huge for twin flames, especially those that had met and had their first union in 2011. What's up, Alicia? Hi. So moving on and forward, I've said a lot so far, but this focus of the eclipse is based on and focusing our daily habits, our routines, and our daily rituals. Because whatever that we do every day is going to equal the manifestations of our results or our outcomes, right? So Saturn is highlighting this eclipse because Capricorn's ruler is Saturn and Jupiter is in Sagittarius too. So we're like planning and we're looking far out for what's next, right? And Saturn says like the small steps in the right direction is better than big steps in the wrong direction. So what does that mean? Well, the wrong direction would be somewhere that you don't necessarily want to go, but you know that if you go this way, that you're going to get quick results, which would be like an immediate gratification. That's a really high, like impulsivity, right? So we want to draw back from that. So everything I'll be speaking on is really have to do with the energy up through June 2019, because eclipses sets the stage for about 6 months. Hi, Shauna. So the focus should be on our daily habits. Okay, so I want to draw a little picture for you guys. So think of your goal as the top of a mountain, okay? So this is your goal right here. So we have climbed 75% of this mountain during the last like couple years. We've been really working hard. We've been going through all these shifts and these changes of perspective and these ascension symptoms and, you know, getting knocked down, getting back up, right? Climb to the top is the hardest. Okay. And that's what we're going to be going through because 2020 is right around the corner. This is the last year of the decade. So we're all wrapping things up from the last 10 years. And so we can step into 2020 fully and wholeheartedly, right? So once we have reached this last part, we become a unicorn. Like, how cool is that? I love unicorn action. So this part, all right, so this part, once we get to the top, we become a unicorn and we go back down to the mountain and we spread what we've learned, okay, and help others and assist them on their ascension and their evolution of self and whatnot. Okay. Saturn is the highlight of this particular transit. I've missed a whole part I wanted to talk about. Okay. Yeah. So this is the part. So we hit the plateau. Okay. 25% of the climb to the top is the hardest. And we need the most effort and the slow and steady climb, and every step counts, okay? Your stamina is important and your mental acuity because it's colder, right? And the air is thinner up there and there's steeper slopes. So that's the destination that we need to persevere through this last 25%. The next 6 months is highlighting that. So daily routines, daily rituals. Okay, so break down the daily routines plus effort. Hold on. Or the lack thereof effort equals outcome. So Saturn promises you whatever that you put in to your daily routines and your efforts will equal the outcome. Regardless if you have effort or no effort, that your outcome will be that. So this is how Saturn works. If you do not want Cancer, what should you do? Drink purified water. Okay, stop smoking. Stop eating processed foods. Stop putting toxins in and on our bodies. Eat green, raw diet. Check your pH levels often. Exercise often. Increase your alkalinity. Be mindful. Be happy. Meditation. Rest when you need rest. And don't work yourself to death, which will increase your stress levels, which will make us very unhappy on a cellular body level. Okay. This is just one example of Saturn's solution. And Saturn's solution is preventative healthcare. If you would like some coaching to help get you on your routine, contact me, because that's what I do. So not only Saturn, but Pluto will be conjunct the South Node. What? Pluto conjunct the South Node. I have lost connection. Are you kidding me? On my YouTube. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. But anyways, I'll just ignore that because Facebook is just kicking. I'll put out the video probably in a couple days, but at least I'm getting out the major information that needs to be out. Okay, so Pluto and Saturn are malefic planets, okay? They're not the do-gooders, okay? But they'll be hitting us hard to evolve past karmic partnerships and situations and satisfying our past lives. Saturn is the Lord of Karma, and he will be conjunct the South Node and Pluto April 1st, okay? That will happen. We will have to pay, we have paid our debts to the universe, and the universe is opening up a new cycle of soulmates and soul connections to come together to start doing their work in the world to help evolve the collective. So I have a quote, and it's a scripture that was lost. A lot of things were taken out of the Bible for modern day like additions. One is Thomas, verse 48. Jesus said, if two make peace with each other in this one house, they will say to the mountains, move away, and it will move away. So I believe this is referring to the twin flames as well as our inner masculine and feminine energies. When the two are working together, we can make mountains move. Okay, so that's one. Pluto during this eclipse is at 20 degrees of Capricorn. This is at the very last degrees of the second deacon, which is Venus, and it's about to enter the third deacon of Mercury. So we will be able to be like communicating these things that, and these transformations that we want and that are happening, which is bringing up like old things to the surface so we could, bulldozer them down to bring in the new ideas and plans and goals to help us move forward, in the new world thinking, which is mindful, intentional manifestations. A quote from a philosopher, Neville Goddard, I probably not pronouncing that right, but you must have your future dream in present fact by assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Okay, this is very law of attraction, The Secret. If anyone knows that, I'm sure you do by now. It's been a while since it's been out. This was a philosopher from like way back in the day. So they knew what was up. So during this eclipse, the ascendant is at 21 degrees Cancer. Okay, this is a 3 in the third deacon. 3, 3, 3, 3. And this deacon is Neptune. What is Neptune? The unconscious, our dreamlight state. So this is telling us whatever that we desire of our heart, we will manifest. And the universe will help us. So yeah, if it's in your destiny, which it is, if you know, the universe is putting on your heart, that will come true. So definitely like focus, manifest on it. This is a big transit that's coming up, that only happens usually once in someone's life, because the outer planets take so long to go around Earth. So take note that some of these transits like this, like Pluto conjunct the South Node, don't even happen in someone's lifetime. So take that in consideration, where this energy that's being presented to us while we're alive is huge. It's big. Like, we should be paying attention to it. All right. So this shift is Pluto will be meeting up with the South Node, which will be ending something in our lives to create new room for something else. I believe that this is going to totally transform our karmic relationships, in turn, setting us free to make space for our new sacred soul relationships and partnerships. This transformation that is taking place is found in different areas of our astrology charts. However, some of us will have an ending to a way that has been making money, which will create changes to our finances, which I talked about in the beginning of this. Like our bosses, our karmic relationships, marriages, yeah, painful endings, but new beginnings, take that in mind. So this will most likely affect our relationships, business partnerships, careers, and marriages. If there is anyone that's unhealthy or toxic, or abusive, or there's not a financial balance in the give and take, these people will be removed from your life. You will most likely be upset, but know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that there's something better around the corner. When one door closes, the other one opens, okay? This will most likely highlight a sense of intuition as well, and emotion. So this is a good energy to incorporate dance, music, art, gathering with people that you care about, love, to share, you know, the qualities of compassion, trust, understanding, and loyalty. Also good time for meditation and seeking answers from your guides. You may feel relaxed and at peace, especially if you're doing or have been doing your work. I can't express enough to go with the flow, like float on a floaty down a river, because there is a lot of water energy coming through, earth and fire, and the air has been kind of set aside, but it is the year 3, which is more of a Gemini number. There's not a whole lot of intellectualizing or busyness in our minds and thoughts, which will help us focus a little more in on the things that are important, centered in the heart. We want to focus on that. The heart, our home, our family, and stuff like that. Pay close attention to your dreams as well, because they are, there's little tokens and keys to what is needing to be looked through and looked over again. It's a great time for lucid dreaming as well. But yeah, so please take the time to like and subscribe. There's a little square down at the bottom once I upload things to my YouTube channel. It's called a watermark. It's like super small. You can't really tell, but if you put your cursor over it, you could subscribe. But yeah, if you would like to make an appointment, you can go to my website. If your New Year's resolution was to stop smoking on the daily or stop drinking on the daily, I have a meetup for that. I'll put the link somewhere since how I'm doing it live. And if you're in the Bay Area and would like to learn more about like your natal astrology chart and how to read it to put you on the right path of like working with the energies, as well as like predicting like certain things that will happen in your life, go ahead and sign up for my meetup. I'll put that link too. It's only $30. And you just have to have your birthday, your time, and your location, and then you'll be good to go. Just send that over with the $30 and you will be signed up. Yeah, so I have 2 cards actually that I had pulled that I wanted to share with you guys. But I'm all frozen and stuff. I don't even know if this is recording anymore. But I picked the golden egg, which is like your 4th chakra, thinking from the heart. It's the spirit card.